Ek nooi jou nou om saam met my te luister na ons finansiële program aangebied deur Andrei Diedrichs. Andrei Diedrichs is 'n bekende sakeman, outeur van 9 boeke, meer as 2500 sakeartikels en het al meer as 400 keer op nasionale TV verskyn. Andrei is ook die bestuurder van FBASA, the Family Business Association of South Africa. Hy voer gesprek met verskeie sakelui en ons sluit vervolgens by hom aan.
Goeiedag, ons het vandag 'n Engelse dame op ons program en gaan ek nou vervolgens in Engels voort. Today we have a very bright woman in our program. Her name is Karin Lawrenz and she's a transformation coach, an author and a speaker. She lives in Cape Town. She overcame trials and tribulations in her own life and is therefore a source of wisdom for others. Karin, please tell us about your background and how you arrived at what you do today.
I've spent the past decade doing transformation coaching, mentoring, and healing and motivating people. Yet, prior to deciding to dedicate myself to becoming a full-time transformation coach, in latter years, I spent 20 years in the financial sector, which included having my own practice for 10 of those 20 years. I was good at what I did and fairly successful. I worked long hours under stressful deadlines with a lot of ungrateful clients. In short, I was always stressed out, unfulfilled and dissatisfied with my situation. Because of my workaholic nature and always needing to do my best, I lost track of other aspects of my life. Plus minus 15 years ago, I took a decision to close my financial practice. I just couldn't continue being a spectator in my own life story anymore. It's there during this time that I tinkered on the edge of trying to find myself. And finally, there I started unlocking my true self. Whilst designing speaker events, I got the taste for facilitation and realized I had an aptitude for it. Clem Sunter had a huge influence in my change. He looked at me one day after a speaker workshop and said, "You should not be doing this. You have the background, personality, people skills. Why don't you facilitate?" And a few obstacles later, I began training to become a professional facilitator by attending and doing strategic workshops within various organizations and furthered my studies, doing NLP, profiling, and becoming a certified business and life coach. To cut a long story short, I moved on from that because from the get-go, I loved coaching, healing, unlocking, transformation, public talks, and mentoring. That's where I found my niche. My passion is, and drive force in life was cemented, and liberating others so they too can find more purpose and realize their power and enjoyment in life. This also brings clients and teams to connect with their authentic self, as I did. I truly do understand when clients say that they're looking for a change or seeking what their purpose is or what are they going to do with their life but don't know what it is yet or how to achieve it or where to start. Because I've been where they are now, struggled through the process and thankfully overcame my own limitations enough to walk away from the negative, not unscathed, but blessed and grateful now to be doing my sole purpose and absolutely loving it. I wake up loving who I am, where I'm at, and most importantly, where I'm going to on my continuous journey of self-discovery. However, I am also human and have ups and downs in life and curveballs that appear from nowhere that makes me look around and wonder if I'm a lost fart in a perfume factory. Truly, it is what I do next with the curveballs. Taking a 3-year sabbatical while healing from a brain tumor, a miracle that afforded me a second chance at life. It made me realize that I am deeply blessed and brought back for a purpose, and that's to transform and heal not only myself, but others.
Karin, please elaborate on your existing business. What do you do and who are your typical clients?
When I work together with clients, I facilitate positive and sustainable change. I move people and teams forward in both their business and their personal lives to achieve maximum success, supporting transformation in every way possible. And believe me, I leave no stone unturned. Individuals and companies that seek my expertise, I will name 8 for now. And it's to develop a more effective leadership style, speed up personal development, develop superstar workers, manage difficult people, find the elusive work-life balance, implement an holistic approach to accountability, facilitate workshops in self-growth as individuals and business, and last but not least, transformation coaching of individuals, which I absolutely love.
Karin, what were the major challenges in your life and in business, and how did you overcome it?
I'm going to mention one major challenge out of the others I've experienced, and this one, it affected my personal life as well as my business back then. As I mentioned before, I was diagnosed having a brain tumor, a right-sided CPA meningioma tumor. I can never pronounce that word correctly. Basically sitting on all my nerves on Karin, taking up rental space the size of a tennis ball. And mind you, it was a free tenant, as I definitely didn't get rental income. Prior to discovering this, my business started to slow and go down because I couldn't function, basically. I had to close my business and I had to take a 3-year sabbatical. And as you know, taking a long sabbatical from a thriving business where you are the business does not go hand in hand. And I basically lost everything in a nutshell, including my home. Overcoming it? Well, I'm a warrior and a fighter. And no matter how many days I wanted to throw my hands up and just say, I just can't do this, I changed my thought patterns and my process of thinking and moved forward. I studied, besides having to exercise my brain again, getting my neurons working and restoring my memory and speech, I changed my thought pattern, being aware of what I seeded in my botanical garden, my mind. I found a coach and lots of conversations with God and His angels. I slowly started to network, meet people, and overcoming my self-limitations. We only have 12 minutes, so if you want to know more, you are welcome to drop me a line or email. Just know this, take back your power. God gifted and blessed you with it. You are enough. And yes, you can.
Karin, you are a Christian. Please tell us which biblical principles do you apply in your daily life?
My biblical principle is a text word, actually, and it's Jeremiah 29 verse 11. And the heart of the verse is not that we could escape a lot, but that we would learn to thrive in the midst of it. Yes, of course, God knows the plans He has for us, and ultimately He will give us a glorious future. However, as we walk out our lives on this crazy earth, Let's remember that the best growth comes through persevering, through trials, not escaping them entirely, and when we learn perseverance, we find surprising joy. If I look at my life and the learning trials I've gone through, which is part of my journey, my belief, trust in God, prayer and stubborn perseverance, I found a surprising joy in learning to know the essence of myself, my authentic self, and bringing peace and joy.
I would like to end with lessons from the Bible. Karin referred to the wonderful passage in Jeremiah 29 verses 11. God wants the best for all of us, even in the midst of trials and tribulations. Romans 12 verses 12 teaches us not to give up. It reads, "Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer." Should you want to contact Karin, you can contact her on a cell phone 082-745-7552. Her email is karin@eftmanagement.co.za. Just remember that Karin is spelled Karin and not with an E. Her website is www.eftmanagement.co.za. Until next time, God bless.
Indien luisteraars vir Andrei wil kontak vir konsultasie of aanbiedings of om van sy boeke of DVD's te bekom, kontak hom gerus by die nommer 082 4533 288 of e-pos hom by info@fabasa.co.za. Dis info@fabasa.co.za.